You know, with everything else coming back, I was just saying the other day that I'm surprised we haven't seen anything new for Street Sharks. Maybe I willed this into existence? If so, that's pretty jawsome. Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and coming to you today to talk about some of the latest toy news from Mattel. Mattel actually sent me all of the photos and the information that we're going to be talking about here today, but as of the time I'm even shooting this, it's already all over the internet because that's just how these things work. Street Sharks! Street Sharks are coming back. Pretty exciting stuff. I figured it was only a matter of time as we're rolling into more things from the 90s becoming more nostalgic. I'm actually just kind of surprised it took this long to see a proper new Street Sharks line actually coming out. But let me give you all of the details. Here's some information from the press release that Mattel sent me. Half shark, half man, fighting evil. That's the plan for these fantastic, nostalgic action figures. 2024 will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the animated Street Sharks TV series. Collector-focused but kid-friendly, these figures feature real feel skin, modern articulation, chomping jaws, and a modular shark cage accessory that can fit together to make larger cages. These 6 to 6.5 inch tall action figures are sure to appeal to collectors who grew up watching the crime-fighting superheroes. So, pretty cool information right there. It's to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the line. They are 6 to 6.5 inches tall each, with 13 plus points of articulation. They still have the real feel shark skin, which is a holdover from the vintage toy line. It says unique feature with every figure as well as a shark cage accessory. And we do have some photos for what appears to be the first wave of action figures, which includes Jab and Ripster from the Street Sharks and the villain Slash. So we got 3 figures here in the first wave. The packaging photos show that it's very similar to the vintage figure packaging, which does have like a plastic shark cage within the box. And that plastic shark cage is removable, so you could use it as an accessory for the figures, and they noted that those cages can be combined together to make bigger cages, so we got a little bit of modular play with the cage accessory, which is pretty cool. So looking at the figures themselves, I will say that they have a very vintage feel to them. They still look a lot like the original toys. However, they have updated articulation. You can really see this throughout the arms, where you can see it looks like they've got the shoulders that go outwards, upwards, forwards. They've got bends at the elbows. I'm willing to bet it swivels at the elbow too. Wrists, hinges. Looks like you got the thighs, you got the knees, you got the ankles. The articulation on these figures, to me, looks very similar to what Mattel is currently doing with their Masters of the Universe Origins line. And with these having a very retro feel to them, but having that modern articulation, this really does look like they're taking that same design element for Origins and applying it to Street Sharks, which I think is a genius move. I love to see that. In fact, I know that there's been a lot of discussion online. I wish more companies would do this sort of thing with their retro releases. I'm looking at you, Ninja Turtles. Figures that look like the originals, but with some modern design elements and some modern articulation. I think that's a really, really cool recipe. The Masters of the Universe Origins line obviously has been really awesome. It's been a lot of fun, and I love to see that applied here to Street Sharks. I am very curious if these are going to have the same modular play, meaning can we pop apart the arms? Can we pop apart the legs? The same thing we could do with Masters of the Universe. It doesn't state that anywhere in here, so I guess time will tell on that. But I think these look really great. They're still working in some sort of action features as well. It does mention that every shark has their own action feature, and if you look at the packaging, there's some call-outs on there. Like with Jab, it says Jackhammer Headbutt. with Ripster, it says power punching action. Plus, it also dares you to tap the fin because that's how you make the mouth hinge open and close, just like on the vintage one. So we're still incorporating some sort of action features, but we have articulation. Honestly, I think they look really, really great. Now, these first three figures, I believe, are the first wave, but it's definitely not all we're getting because Mattel also sent along this really awesome stop motion video that I'm showing some clips from here. And within this video, you can see that Big Slamoo and Streaks are both in here, as well as Dr. Paranoid. So I'm willing to bet that that's going to be the next wave. So we get our main villain, we get the other two of the main four Street Sharks. So really cool stuff. I'm very, very excited for this. The other cool thing about this is this does appear to be a retail release line, which thank goodness it's not something we have to worry about selling out as an exclusive item online. It does look like these are going to be available. They are being listed as part of the Walmart Collector Con, but it doesn't seem like they are exclusive there because they are also listed from Mattel as being available through Amazon, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store. So it sounds like they're making the retail rounds. Pre-orders are beginning this Friday, March the 15th, for a fall 2024 release, which usually means these things will be showing up towards the end of summertime. So you can pre-order them through Walmart or any of those other sources. They actually provided me links. I'll go ahead and put all those links in the video description. Note that those links are not going to be live until March 15th. So stay tuned so that you can pre-order these. No pricing is listed with these as of yet, at least not with this particular press release that I got. So we should see pricing on those when all of those links go live. So pretty exciting stuff. I will say that I personally did not grow up with Street Sharks. It was a little after my time when I had already kind of moved away from toy stuff as a kid, going into my teenage years at that point. But it's still one of those toy lines that I've always looked at fondly. I always recognized how cool it is. Obviously, it plays into that whole 90s anthropomorphic crime fighter thing that Ninja Turtles kicked off, so I do love it for that. And it's been some of those toys that I've always dabbled with the idea of collecting as I'm out toy hunting. So this is going to be a cool opportunity to get in and get some Street Sharks figures and check them out. I'm pretty excited for these. How about you guys? Are you excited to see new Street Sharks figures? Street Sharks Origins? Is that what this is? I don't think that's the official title of the line, but that's what it feels like. A brand new Street Sharks line from Mattel. Pretty exciting stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Sound off in the comments down below. As always, don't forget, those are going to go up on pre-order on March 15th. They will be hitting retail stores in fall 2024. Special thanks again to Mattel for sending over the press release information so we can show it off and discuss it here on this channel. Thank you all so very much for continuing to watch, and until next time, my friends.